So, they nerfed the Ankh, and I didn't actually get the pleasure to use it when it was really strong, but I do use Shirking Heels, and I was curious, post-Ankh, is Shirking Heels still going to be really strong? Long answer, yes. Not just Shirking Heels, but all sources of self-healing seem to be really weird right now. I think there's a bug or something going on, but I'm going to commentate this fight and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. There you can see I jumped on the back of this group. I did manage to kill the healer, and the rest of them are all very low on health because they're not throwing their potions down, trying to zerg me down, and I'm getting so many good pokes, and there we go, the Pillar of Fire, taking one enemy player down, and I go for the burnout just at the end, managing to get out with enough health, and this guy's very low on health, and just like that, 3 enemy players down. I've got just the last Sword and Shield player, 3 of the enemy players back there just dealing with the friendlies that are coming in. But yeah, something is crazy with healing. If you watch back that clip, I drank 1 potion in that fight, and the rest of my healing came from Shirking Heals and all of the leeching that I'm running. Of course, I put together a build to show off this healing power, but look at this. It has to be bugged. There was the heavy attack healing for about 340, but then the light attack on the fire staff healing for 579. So weird that I get such an inconsistent number when the heavy attack on the Rapier is obviously hitting a lot more damage. Yeah, I gotta say, guys, it's not just the leeching, it's the Shirking Heals too. Sometimes I just see a massive heal where I shouldn't have got that heal, and I'm not really sure. Well, maybe not get the heal, but not get that amount of healing power. So I'm not really sure what's going on mathematically, but yeah. Healing is officially broken. It is so strong. Here you guys can see again, just look at how much health I can pull out of people in these kinds of fights. And then I go for the rolls and I'm able to escape at the end. And I pick up another random 6.7k heal that could have been from a friendly healer. But honestly, at this point, I'm not sure because I'm watching back the footage and I don't know where a lot of these heals are coming from. So without further ado, let's do a PvP commentary, taking advantage of some very OP healing power on my favorite build to play in the game, Fire Staff and Rapier. I do have a little bit of a breakdown of the build at the end of this video, but I am going to do a full guide for you guys a little bit later. I want to take my time with this build because this is my favorite build to play, and I want to get some nice footage for that guide. So yeah. Moving on to the fight here, you can see the initial engagement. I'm able to survive and escape, heal up very quickly, and I pull one player away and manage to get the kill on him. The second player overextending a little bit, and I get good damage on him. But here comes the Great Axe player in front of me, and there is the riposte. You shouldn't be healing off of the riposte. That is a bug that is still happening with healing this patch as well. So yeah, it's not just one thing, it's multiple things, and well, I hope it's something they get under control before they go and nerf more healing sources, because it's obviously something wrong mathematically here. And there I get a nice combo off on this Fire Staff player. He's so close to dead, but the friendlies come in and they save him. Oh my gosh. Forced to retreat with the burnout, and I just go for a bit of a kite around the corner, throw down another fireball, and there's that riposte again. So much healing power from the dodges and the leeching as well. I don't know, man. I really went all out with the healing spec, and I gotta say, this is very strong, this patch. Moving on to the next clip, here you can see we don't have to give up damage to have this kind of healing power. Huge burst on the Greatsword player. He goes down right away. This guy ends up gassing his stamina, jump on top of him with the Rapier, and he goes down. And then I'm left to fight this guy one-on-one, and prior to these two guys here, I actually was fighting him a little bit. It was a very scary and close fight, but he ends up coming back in. I go for the burnout through. He hits me with a lot of damage with the bow, and there you see that OP healing, guys. So much from the dodge, so much from the leeching. Well, maybe a little bit less from the leeching, but I managed to get a nice little smack off on him with the pillar, and he ends up going outside, and I've got the burnout ready, so I throw the fireball. He dodges it. And I get on top of him. I do manage to land that burnout, and he right away goes for the bow, and I land the riposte. And he does a great job dodging the rest of my attacks, but I've got one more skill to his defensive moves, and I end up taking him down. And props to that guy, because this build is very, very strong, I think. Now, moving on to the next fight, we've got 2 enemy players here, and of course, 3 enemy players, and they've got the spawner. Huge AoE damage on that guy as he comes across, and I managed to get a little bit more damage into the spawner, and me and the friendly take it down. And then the Axe player jumps on top of me. Our friendly player gets taken out by the Void Gauntlet, and I go for that heavy attack into the burnout. Big damage landing off of the fireball, and there's the pillar. and I love it. I eat the hammer stun to seal that kill, but I go for the ultimate just to break out of it so I can land the riposte on the axe and hammer player, and he starts swinging. But yeah, in this kind of a fight, I'll be honest, I think I definitely have the matchup advantage with the fast rapier and the range damage from Fire Staff. And I do unfortunately eat his stun there, but I managed to roll around him with the rapier, get him with the flesh into a couple backstabs, and there we go, the hammer into the riposte to finish him off. And a big thing I noticed from these clips here, when I'm fighting fewer opponents versus in the clips where I'm fighting a ton of opponents, I get a lot less procs of the healing. When you're fighting a lot of opponents, I really like shirking heals because it helps level those odds, because there's so many people attacking you. Chances are you will get that dodge. But in the smaller scale, it's not going to be as much of a carry, because if your opponent has good timing and you aren't able to dodge his attacks, well, it gives you that win. So yeah, I'm super torn because I know this healing power is way too strong, but I would really love to see that aspect of the gameplay kind of preserved. And there we see again, I go for the gap closer and it heals me way more health on that roll than it should have into the potion. And I just shoot right up to full health so quickly. And like I was saying, the more people that are on top of me, the more I'm able to heal, not only from the leeching, but from making sure I'm dodging those attacks. And just like that, I'm up to full health from being in a pretty dangerous position there. I go for the burnout through. Again, lots of health coming in from everything. And here I get caught in a bad spot, but nope. Too much healing power, too many skills available to me. I throw down the fireball. Nope, again, I'm not going to die. Go for the burnout through them one more time. And I mean, it's getting to the point where some of these guys are within kill range. I don't even know what to say. This is so strong. And I've got one more pretty trolly clip here for you guys, and then we're going to do a quick look at the build. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, feel free to hit that like button. If you want to see a written guide to this build, it will be on my website, pvpnewworld.com. There are so many more on there as well. And of course, if you have an awesome clip you want to send to the New World Top 5, send that to Kristofer at pvpnewworld.com. A big thank you to our sponsor, ExpressVPN. You guys can get a deal with them thanks to the link down below. And last but not least, of course, a massive thank you to all of my patrons on Patreon for supporting the show. Yeah, this build, guys, oh my god, the amount of people it can tank, absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know, man. Healing is way too good. It definitely needs to be nerfed. Maybe more people need to run disease and stuff. Long story short, though, something's bugged and something has to change. But as you can see on this build, I am running a lot of lifestealing. I've got it on my ring too on both weapons, and then the 4x shirking heals plus the tumbler boots. Yeah, that's all you really need. I don't even have divine on the amulet. Thank you guys again for watching. Let me know what you think about the balance right now, because it's pretty crazy, but I do like that it favors the solo player in an outnumbered engagement. And have a great night, everybody. I'll see y'all next time.